Just happens. Even when there was no itch. Anyway, happens. Even when there was no itch. Anyway.
What's that got to do with anything?
I can get banned, and all my hard work can be done. Thank you. I'm sorry, but... Hi, Cody. Hi, Cody.
I love you.
Today we're going to talk about, is Gypsy a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator? So I'm going to see if I can put the boxes open and feel little men. And is Gypsy a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator? And is Gypsy a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator?
You should just put on a multi-live.
That's what the guest box is for.
But you have multi-live, you have more than one person come in there.
No, I know that. I put it there.
So it's multi-live. Oh.
Hello, hello, hello. So if you want to join the box, let me know. Is Gypsy a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator? Please tell me how this is. And if you support Gypsy Rose, I will love to hear what you have to say. If you're a Gypsy supporter, I will love to hear. I will want the Gypsy supporters to come join me. All Gypsy supporters, come join me and tell me if Gypsy is not a liar, a manipulator, and a narcissist. So is Gypsy a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator? I want all the boxes. Press the guest box and let me know. Is Gypsy Rose a manipulator, a narcissist, and a liar? Please prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. If she's not in my box. Tell me, is Gypsy a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator? Please let me know. Somebody join my box, because I will prove and back them wrong. I will do everything they can to make them wrong. Hey, Spooky Balls. Hey, everybody. Is Gypsy a liar, a narcissist, or a manipulator? Before I break your fingers. Before I break your fingers. Is Gypsy a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator? Please tell me. Please, is she or is she agrees with me? I will gladly put them in the box and have a chat. Is Gypsy a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator?
Just damn.
Why do you say that, Leslie? I don't want to get in trouble, but you can't even eat at the same restraint as her because she assumes you know her and that you are filming or looking at her. She is censored? What do you mean by that, Leslie? Come to the box. Come to the box. Come to the box. Come on, tell me. I just invited you. Come to the box. Come to the box. Come on, Leslie. Come to the box, Leslie. I just invited you. Oh, shit.
Why the fuck does this keep? Goddamn.
Sorry, my phone glitched. Come on. Let me invite you one more time, Leslie. Come on. Tell me. Tell me, how is she not a manipulator? She's not a narcissist, and she's not a liar. Come in the box. Come one more time. Come in the box.
I lied. AR right away.
It don't matter. They don't really care about that. Come on. Join the box, Nissy. Come on, little Mims. Join the box. Join the box. What are you scared? Join the box, Leslie. I think Leslie left. So I want someone to debate me on how Gypsy Rose is not a liar, is not a narcissist, and is not a manipulator. Please. And I can back it up too. Somebody tell me that. You know how these walls are thin? So anyway, how is Gypsy not a narcissist? How is Gypsy not a liar? How is Gypsy not a manipulator? A liar. How is Gypsy not a manipulator? Can someone in here that disagrees with me come meet me at the box? Come meet me at the box. How is Gypsy Rose? Oh, you want to come in the box? Hundo? You want to come in the box? Let's get in the box. Let's get in the box. You want to get in the box? Get in the box with me. Explain to me and debate me. No, that's the whole.
But you can't.
Oh, why? Because you're afraid you're going to lose? If you got the balls to say it in the comments, have the balls to say it on live. Come on. I would love to hear you say it from your voice. Unless you're scared. Unless you're scared. Unless you are scared. You're scared, aren't you? No. You're scared? You're scared? Hello, no. Welcome back. Come meet me at the box. Come on. Meet me at the box. Debate me. If you can say it in chat, you can say it on live. Right? You're only saying this because you're hiding behind the screen. You said, and I quote, and I quote.
You know your live is buffering, right?
It'll catch up.
You know your live is buffering, right?
It'll catch up. Come on. They don't. They don't. And that's why No is afraid to meet me in the guest box. That's why she's afraid. Oh, I'm an abuser lover? How am I an abuser lover? Explain. How am I an abuser lover? Explain.
You need to put it on Wi-Fi.
Explain how I'm an abuser lover. How so? But you know what? I'm done talking in the comments. If you don't want to come in the motherfucking box, I will kick you off this live.
Who's?
It's called No. How am I? Wait. Oh, that's true. That person is a murder lover. Oh, so you're running away scared with your tail tucked between your legs?
She's gone. She's gone.
No, but it's a debate. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. I'll be away for 10 seconds. Yes. Yes, she is. She is a mother's killer. Okay, Carissa.
Buffering. Nobody can hear what you're saying. Keep watching this because it keeps buffering. You need to put it on Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Just a second, guys. Guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? Just a question. Is Gypsy a liar? Oh. Hey, Carissa, can you hear me?
It's not gonna pop up right away. Let it pop up.
Carissa, what's going on is we're talking about if Gypsy's a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator. And I want all the Gypsy lovers to come in the box and debate me and tell me how I am wrong for considering that Gypsy's a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator. I would love to hear the Gypsy supporters tell me I'm wrong. It'll be a lot of fun. So if anybody wants to debate me, I know they won't. My simpler rundown. They won't. They won't. They're a bunch of chicken crap. That's all they are. They won't.
Why the fuck does this keep buffering?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. They won't. They rather put it in the freaking little chat box down here. I want someone to tell me, is Gypsy a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator? I want all the Gypsy supporters. Hey, Callie Williams. Come on. I need someone to tell me that I'm wrong. Somebody to tell me that I'm wrong. Is Gypsy a liar? I keep buffering.
And data too, so.
Yeah. Let me know when the buffering stops.
It's not going to.
So what can I go to make it?
It's because of the building.
Then why have Wi-Fi in here if it's gonna buffer?
It's the building.
Right. Oh, somebody went in the guest box. That means I'm not.
Bad connection.
Silly mom, tell me, is Gypsy a liar, a narcissist, and a manipulator? If so, or not, why?
God, yes, she is. I'd like to take this opportunity because I, the state of Louisiana, to give people real quick. That quickie divorce should have never happened because she was pregnant. The only reason she got it was because Ryan said yes to it, number one. Number two, if Ken keeps talking all his BS and running his mouth, he needs to remember one thing. The state of Louisiana has that man as the father of the child. He has every and all rights with her criminal history of allowing her own mother to go and pick that child up. He hasn't because he does not know because she was sleeping around. I've got pictures of her with long black paper, still with Ryan, making their lifetime show and killing her in New Orleans at a restaurant. I'm not playing this. Ryan could have gone and picked up that child with the police.
Silly, just a minute. It sounds like you're gargling.
She has a bad connection.
Yeah.
Oh. Hold on. Maybe. Is this better?
Yeah, it sounds like it's. Can you say something?
Is this better?
Yeah, it sounds like it's. Can you say something else? I need to hear
Hello?
you better.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay, now you sound better.
Okay, so I sound better?
Yes.
I don't know why CPS did not go to Ryan first because they knew that child was going to be Ryan's last name.
Right.
I don't know what kind of bull their family's pulling in their parish. Again, I'm from Louisiana. The only reason she got that divorce was because Ryan agreed to it. Her being pregnant could have and should have stopped it all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of Kenny Boy running his mouth. And honestly, I was a fan hoping it was Ryan's. Now I really don't. I hope she has to sit and stew with Kenny Boy over there and them two make each other miserable for the rest of their lives. So Ryan can finally move on one day and find somebody that's going to treat him good, not manipulate him, not control him, not put him on blast when she's feeling a certain way about
You're
herself.
gargling again, silly.
I'm sorry. I'm so over this girl. And I'm tired of people that are on their side acting like Ken's 100% the father.
Connection.
Yeah. I'm just tired. And you know what I've noticed? Ever since this whole thing happened with Ryan, with the text messages and
Wait,
her doing, go see a therapist, just spiraling, that whole situation, that all her comments are bots.
White Scorpion, do you have proof that Ryan is no longer on the birth certificate? Because I would have thought she would have put that on blast on social media with the actual birth certificate changed over.
That's true. All she did, her story was pretty much basically saying, she's not an Anderson no more. She's an Urker. But where's the proof to back it up? Where's the birth certificate? Where's the document saying so?
Right, because nobody can trust a word coming out of that girl's mouth.
No. And that's the thing.
I
The
wouldn't
gyps and that's
trust her as far as I could throw her.
right. And then that's the thing. The gypsy supporters take her word as face value with nothing to back it up.
There's so much about this girl that is
Mm-hmm.
just wrong on every aspect, emotionally, intellectually, physically, and she sits there and acts like she is 100% perfect. Baby, nobody's perfect.
No.
None of us born perfect.
No.
I admit my flaws daily.
And I mean, that
That's what
apology she
being
gave to
human is.
Ryan, oh my God, she was putting herself as a victim.
Oh, I love that. Ken obviously has some issues as well. He found
Because I can say a lot
interesting
what's
in
wrong
her,
with that.
yeah.
I can say a lot what was wrong with that apology. I can say a lot that was wrong.
I just really, 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 really wish people would stop giving her any kind of attention so she could disappear. But I'll say one more thing before I get off your soapbox that you were so grateful to let me get on. I
Not a
think we
problem.
need to protect Mia. I'm afraid that girl might hurt Mia. I said
Right.
what I said.
But you know what's funny? Speaking of Mia, when she posted that story with her and Ken holding hands, wasn't that around Mia's anniversary or something?
Yes, that was all yesterday. Krusty put multiple pictures, and it was beautiful pictures. Mia's
Yes, they were.
beautiful. I know people that know her man's family. He comes from good family. He's a good person. He
Right.
don't want nothing to do with any of this drama, and he really tries to keep Mia grounded and reminding her this ain't your drama.
Right.
But I don't like how she's so jealous of her own sister. Okay, your
Right.
sister's more beautiful than you. That happens from time to time,
Right.
but it
Jealousy
doesn't
always, like
stop.
if it's two sisters or two brothers, there's always going to be a jealousy between them.
But she does not stop.
She doesn't.
She is dangerous.
Yes, she
I
is.
think if she doesn't harm Krusty, which would be amazing,
But I
and I
hear,
don't mean it when I say
Krusty,
amazing.
but I hear
I think,
Krusty is a manipulator just like her. That's
yes,
why they
she
get along so
is.
well.
They are a toxic set of frenemies. Rod and
Yes.
Krusty almost dissolved
Mm-hmm.
over that girl. That girl has caused nothing but trauma. Y'all ever notice how y'all don't see the oldest son? The only son?
I didn't
Because
know
he
there was
wants
a
nothing
son.
to do with this.
I'm not too familiar with the Gypsy family tree.
Rod and Krusty have a son also, not just Mia. I won't say his name. It can be found very easy on the internet, but he does not want any of this. He doesn't
And what
want
I've
any of it
heard,
involved in his
what I
life.
heard between Krusty and Rod, I did a stream like 30 minutes ago reading some of Gypsy's My Time to Stand.
Girl, they
And
almost
someone
divorced.
and I was someone in the comments saying that Krusty and Dee Dee worked together. Krusty was at the wedding of Dee Dee and Rod.
Baby, 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 baby. Oh God, you're so not in it yet. Krusty and Rod were kissing at the wedding reception to his marriage to Dee Dee.
So that
Homeboy
explains.
also got picked up by the popo, and Dee Dee's dad and brother had to go get his butt out.
Right.
Krusty was always up trying to take Dee Dee's man. They act like Hot Rod was something special up at that time. Please.
So that explains when Gypsy said in the book that he just was about to pack up and left until Dee Dee noticed.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if Gypsy's right, because like you said, anything comes out of her mouth, you got to question. But she said in the book that Dee Dee basically, that Rod said, in a sense, I don't love you anymore. It was wrong, something like that.
Rod has another daughter, and I'm not going to name her out again. I will say her first name starts with an N. For Google sleuths, they can find the child, her name,
Right.
that he never had nothing to do with. I don't think that child's 6 or 8 months younger than Gypsy, with a whole nother
Wow.
woman. There's a lot
Wow.
going on. Hot Rod was spreading
Right.
it around. That's why they call him Hot Rod.
That explains a lot. So according
I
to
just don't
Gypsy's
trust the
words,
girl.
so
Plain and
no
simple.
pun intended, but I thought I used this. So I guess Rod's D was fire.
Or he was acting like it was, and the girls just didn't know better.
But just so you know
I'm an
myself,
adult. I'm not a child.
I am autistic. I do see details, and that's what I do. I use people's words against them just like that.
My little brother is too. And it's a great
So
trait
like
to
I'll
have
listen to
because you
what
can
someone
never get
says,
torn
and
up
if
by
it
a
sounds
narcissist.
right, and if it sounds illogical, I will use it back against them. And usually at the time they're like they stutter because they don't know what to say.
That's how autistic people have such a super ability to spot narcissists from a mile away. Autistic
Right.
people usually listen with not just their ears, their eyes, and all of their senses. My little brother's the
Exactly.
same way. He's phenomenal.
Right. Because I will be honest, when I saw that Gypsy came out of I knew nothing about her case, just the part where she came out of prison. I wasn't very interested. But because she was the hot topic of discussion at the time, she was always on my For You page. So I landed on a Gypsy video at the time. And when I heard Nick, Autistic, and Gypsy, I'm like, wait a minute, that grabbed my ears.
She used
And I
that
heard
boy.
when I heard what she did to Nick, that set me on fire. I was
She is a disgusting
angry.
human being.
I was angry. I was so angry and still am.
Oh, I know who that is. Okay, I'll call you. I finished my semester for this year's worth of spring semester for college. So yeah, I'll call you. I see who that is.
Thanks for following me, Lori. Thanks for following me, Lori.
But yeah, that's how she does. That's what she does. It's her MO. Her mother was a very smart woman. Dee Dee was very intelligent.
Yeah,
Everything
she
that I've
was.
seen, she was a very intelligent woman.
Right. And
She
the
couldn't
thing
afford
is,
to take care of that kid by herself. It was a con. That child was not sick like that.
yeah,
The
and
microdeletion is real.
if you listen to the testimony done by Gypsy at the trial, she knew herself it was a con, a scam, a fraud.
They were being looked at by the state of Missouri for the con before the unaliving
Right.
event
She even
happened.
states it. She
I'm going to tell you who to follow, and a lot of people don't like said person, but I am telling anybody got into the Trash Rose,
Mm-hmm.
she was there first.
Really?
Fancy, Good Wives Network. Go start looking at her stuff. Christy
Wait a
was
minute. Did
spreading
you say the name?
around.
Did you say the name Fancy?
Yeah, Fancy.
I
Like
think
her
I
or
know
love
who
her,
she
she's
is.
had all the
I think I know
facts.
who she is because I'm friends with her. I met her through
She
here
has
through
had
TikTok.
all the facts.
With her, I met her through
She
here
has
through
had
TikTok.
all the facts since before anybody took any interest in this case.
Okay,
She went to them and they
so I
gave
can
her
kind of
everything.
hintly describe her.
Mm.
Did she do something to something and Gypsy had to make a lie about that?
She
The Gypsy lies about everything, honey. I need you to be a little more descriptive.
It had to do with a photo.
I'm not sure. I've kind of been out of the mix being I've been in college and trying to
Okay,
study.
because I know of Fancy, but I know a lot of people have similar names here on TikTok.
Good Wives Network is her brand that she owns. That's
Okay.
how she originally came into the Trashy Rose world.
Okay.
And she
So
was
I
the first
just
person
followed
to
you,
ever
so
go
just
to that family.
DM me her tag. Now you can send me
Okay,
her
I
profile.
will. She was the first person to ever go to Krusty and Rod, and they gave her everything. All of the medical records from Louisiana and Missouri. She's had doctors and nurses and neurologists and all kind of medical people that she has contact with look over everything and help her with understanding all of the records.
And you know what I heard too? I saw a clip. And I don't know which documentary it is because she's done so many, but these were her words and her words exactly as she giggled. And she's like, "This is the first time I've been honest since and she basically said, I haven't been honest with my attorneys."
She lies. She lies. Her
Right.
honesty weighs from minute to minute by her mood. She is a
Right.
pathological liar. There is no changing that about this girl.
And that's the you're gonna think this sounds weird, but I'll explain. This is what I love Gypsy. I love her mind to find out the manipulative tactics, the inconsistencies. Like that keeps my mind going.
To me, she's not just a narcissist. She's a sociopath.
Right.
I don't think she feels anything for anybody but herself.
And you want to know
fear
something?
for the baby.
Do you know what she also said in a documentary? And in here, I think it was one she did while she was still in prison because the clothes she had was her prison clothes.
Uh-huh.
And she basically said this herself. And she said these words exactly. Take a listen.
And think nothing of it.
Listen.
I could lie and think nothing of it. I could lie and think nothing of it.
Isn't that so telling? Isn't that so telling?
Exactly.
And she's going to act like that was a character flaw that she's corrected. She has shown us since she's been out of prison, she has not corrected that character
And you
flaw.
want to know something? In her book, first chapter, first paragraph, and everyone knows if you go to school, each paragraph has 4 sentences. So the second sentence in that first paragraph says, when I was 24, I took life from her.
Honestly, I mean, I might be pulling down a rabbit hole, but I'm one of those people that think jabby jabs were not just done by Nick. I believe Nick was called in to become the patsy.
She used, let's put it this way, she used Nick as the murder weapon. To use the murder weapon.
She did some jabby jabs herself.
Yeah, because there's a video of her in Dee Dee's bedroom. You see a hand come out, which I know was her.
Yeah, she's showing
doing a
how to do it.
motion. doing the motion.
Like, this girl should still be in prison for the rest of her life.
Right.
If they would not have spun this the way they did, if
Right.
HBO had not come out first, right before the trial started, and
Right.
everything else was done, I firmly believe that she would have sat with a conviction of murder in the first.
Right.
Not accomplice, not person that planned it, not conspirator, none of that. I think they should have put her murder first.
Right. And you want to know
You know,
something?
people
She
want to cry
knows.
about the Menendez. The Menendez brothers have their entire family backing them now. They always had their entire family backing them.
Right. And you're
They
gargling
knew
again.
I'm sorry, the family knew that man, the Menendez father, was a monster. It was well
Right.
documented.
Right.
I don't agree with the mother being taken out, but it is what it is. They've served
Right.
more time than this thing has ever served in her life.
Right.
I feel that it's time for them to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Her, I would have never, ever, ever thought it would be okay for her to come out. She
No.
took no therapy in jail. She
No.
had no sight.
The role should
She
be
had
reversed.
nothing.
Nick should be out here.
Yes,
She should be where Nick
definitely.
is.
I think Nick should be in a home that's kind of protected, not
Right.
something normal people can walk into. I think he should be seen there for a couple years with psych on board.
That is true.
And
The bomb
other
is right.
doctors.
The bomb is right. It says the bomb said it infuriates me that Gyp shit is still getting her way with everything.
Thank you. Thank you. The bomb, you are right. You know, the funny thing is there are even content creators on here that's watching her show. I don't
Just a
think any of
dissector.
us. I don't
Just a
think any of
dissector.
us should be. I don't think any of us should be.
But you know what's even
Because
funnier?
when we watch that, that's a viewer. That means to Lifetime, oh, people want to watch. We don't want a third season. We didn't want the second.
But you want to know what's weird? Ever since the whole incident happened with Gypsy, with Ryan finding out the clip where Gypsy said he's one of the public, and then Ryan said what he said, and putting that. But that's the thing. He just put that text that she sent him out there, let it marinate, and Gypsy was the piece of me marinating in that, and she ran with it.
She's so messed up. She can't save herself for nothing. She really can't.
She can't.
She is her own worst enemy because she is such a narcissist.
Right. And you want to know something? The comments were open on that apology video for a while. Do you want to hear some of those positive comments?
Oh, girl, tell me.
Yeah, this is before she turned them off. Someone says, crazy how it's all about you. How long before she regrets keeping the comments on? Y'all ever watch Split? Someone give her an Oscar. Why not just leave him alone? How is Ken okay with this? And then these are people replying, and then there's more that says, it's not for y'all, it's for him. Girl, please. Now who's spiraling? Still using that man? Shake my head. Now, and someone said, some say gaslighting. You can just tell him privately, girl. Ken's watching, and then they put the emojis of eyes and lips. That's Ken is watching. And then there's some here that say, but how will she get the attention she craves then? Is this public apology because he threatened to sue you? But then the part where she says that, telling Ryan, you are my comfort, but Ken is my love.
Oh my God.
But think about
That
but
is just pure manipulation right there. That is, I don't want you, but I don't want you to be
well then
happy
let's do this
without
then.
me.
Let's do this then. Let's listen to the apology.
So this video is going to be for Ryan Anderson, and if you're not Ryan Anderson, then keep scrolling. But I know y'all watch, and that's okay.
And that's
This
okay.
video is not for y'all. It's
So if it's not your all, why put it on a public
No, she
platform?
wants everybody to see that. That right there, those very few words.
This
from
is
a
for Ryan
psychology
Anderson, but it's
standpoint,
not for y'all, but I know you'll watch anyway. So then don't put it for the
like I
freaking
said,
public
from a
to see.
psychology standpoint, those very first few words right there, psychology will tell you that that is her way of making it about her. Oh, look at me. I'm trying to be the bigger person. Or I'm trying to slam you, whatever the hell it is.
Yes.
Because if she really wanted to apologize to Ryan, trust and believe she has his cell phone number. She texts
Right,
him
and
every
she
other
was
day,
texting him,
probably.
and it proves that she texted him because on not this past episode, but the one before this one, he was showing the text.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw a creator looking at those texts, and some of those texts, it looked like a leather outfit, but that was the one she wore to the Post Malone concert. And then the one when she was in all white is when she went on the date with Ken.
Uh-huh.
So,
Messy.
and then someone had a keen eye and spotted the date, but I don't remember what the date was.
Mm.
so
I don't know
know
because
it's
I
been
purposely go watch it.
about
I'm not
3
blocked.
months
3 months?
since we had any kind of text message exchange. And I know it's been really hard for you watching the show for the first time. I know it was all filmed, but I know that you don't.
I know it was all filmed, but I know that you don't. Does Gypsy think he's really that stupid?
It's all about her, babe.
Yeah, I know, but like, how does she
She is a
not? Okay,
sociopath, narcissistic person.
right. That's what I find fascinating. Like, she thinks he's so stupid that he actually thinks it's real. That's like when a little kid thinks Blue's Clues is a real dog.
Right. Or Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Oh yeah, Clifford, or it's something. It's CGI. You know, the little kids are gonna think that's a real thing. Like that's what Gypsy thinks his mind is at when watching the show.
So I understand that you're reacting to things in real time, just like I am. So I'm sorry for not giving you that grace. I do want to say, like, this is going to be kind of a long video.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Of me just putting out what's on my heart. And I know that it is hard to watch things that we have said and things that happen, even if it was 6.
Share the live, guys. Share the live.
I understand that it's the feelings are happening in real time, and I want you to know that it is extremely hard to watch you have to go through these emotions.
Yeah, you didn't care about the emotions he was feeling when you were ransacking him after he just let that post marinate.
Let me say something real quick, darling. I don't know who the bomb is in your comments, but this person should be in your box above me because
Yes.
she's 100% worried that Ryan is going to spill all of her secrets, so she has to keep him strung along.
I'm going to
Baby,
invite her
you
now. I'm going
are
to invite this
right.
person now. Oh, it's not letting me. I don't see an option for the guest. I don't know if there's something wrong with my
Let
live
me out. I'll
or...
follow you. Let the Bob in. Let the Bob talk. Kick me out. I can't kick myself out. I don't know how. I'm not technically inclined.
Yeah,
like
but I
that.
know I can do multiple people, which I don't know how to do that.
Just let me out. It's okay, honey. Let the bomb speak.
All right.
Because
Okay,
the
I
bomb
don't know how
got
to get
some
that.
good points.
Okay, so just hit disconnect.
Yeah, disconnect me.
All right. All right, the bomb, you're in. Hello, the bomb.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. I've never done this
Hey.
before, but I'm so just mad about this whole gypsy thing.
Yeah, and the
It's
whole guest thing I've never done before either. That's where I was like questioning silly how to do everything.
yeah, I don't know how to do any of this. But yeah, I just think that she's freaking out now because she sees that Ryan is posting and he's probably in a different stage of grief where he's now trying to move on and he's realizing things and he's angry and she sees that and she's freaking out because
Yeah, she is.
I'm sure Ryan knows a lot that we don't know
Exactly.
and she's worried that he's going to spill it. So she needs to suck him back in
Which is not
and
working because you saw how long he let that Amber J post marinate.
yep. But she's gonna keep trying until she just I don't even know. But
I think she gave up because then she posted a video after that. She posted a video of Aurora and her singing Frozen. Then she ended up singing doing Aurora and her singing Frozen. Then she ended up singing doing the stroller and the Mulan singing, which is terrible, by the way.
oh, okay, unrelated. Well,
Yeah.
related to Gypsy, but
But I'm
okay.
just saying, I
Do you
think
guys
she moved. I'm saying, I think in a way she did move on in a way.
or she wants us to think that.
Exactly.
So I
So
don't know,
that's
but
why I
I
put
find
that
it
on there because she wants to put a facade that she moved on to get people to
yes.
come back.
No, I agree 100%.
And then she does
Um,
another thing that sounds relevant. In Bree's Live, she said she had $50. How the hell do you blow 3 million in a year?
I- girl, I don't I don't know. I don't know how this girl's even still like alive. I'm surprised no one even tried going after her themselves at this point, but
But
her
then I had
baby's
people in my
name is Aurora. So I find that really weird because remember when she
Isn't that
was
where the
all
murder
obsessed with
happened?
princesses and
No. But I heard
wait,
the
what?
name Aurora is a place in Missouri.
Oh, I didn't hear. I
Let me
heard
look
that
that
she
up.
was gonna
It
name baby Aurora
Yeah, because of Nick, but
with
there's another somebody made
yeah.
another connection saying Aurora had to do with something else.
Yeah.
Let me look that up. Is the town or
Oh
city of
shit, I never heard
Aurora
about
in
any of that.
Missouri? Let's see what Google says.
Yes, Aurora is a city in Lawrence County, Missouri, United States.
So you think that's
There
like
you
a
go.
weird connection?
And hold on. So I gotta type this out because if I say that word, I'm gonna get banned. Let me type this out real quick.
Okay.
If I can type quick enough. So I asked it, where did this murder happen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it said it happened in Springfield. So I wonder
Okay.
what Aurora, Missouri. Uh,
What
because they
connection
mentioned
is with
something
that?
about that. I don't remember too much.
I don't know, because this girl, I swear, she's had a plan for everything she's done. She has future plans for everything she's gonna do, whether
Yeah.
she's gonna repeat
Oh, so
the
Aurora
same.
is in Springfield? I'm trying to make sense of this. That's why I'm asking these questions.
Yeah. I didn't even hear about any of this.
Yeah, they lived in Aurora, Missouri before Springfield. That's what Mary
Yeah, that's what I'm
said.
talking about, the Disney princess. So that's why I thought it was weird what
No,
Care
but
Bear
then
just
look,
said.
but listen to what Mary said. Mary MMEP.
Oh,
She
I just
said
saw it.
they live in Aurora, Missouri before Springfield.
Ew, that's just a weird connection to like put with her mother that she
Yeah.
unalived.
So I think, yeah, I guess in their little play. I don't know how much I can say on live, but when they were doing the thing with the personas and all that, when she was in one of her personas, she did say the baby was going to be named Aurora. But think about it. Now knowing that Aurora is in Missouri,
It's just all connected.
yes.
Ugh. Aurora is where their Habitat for Humanity home was built. Isn't that where the whole thing happened, though? The pink house or whatever? I thought that's what the home was. Unless I could be wrong.
I can look that up. Hold on. Where was the location of Gypsy Rose Habitat for Humanity house located?
Gypsy Rose Blanchard's Habitat for Humanity house was located in Springfield, Missouri.
Unless it's close by.
PSP.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm with someone here.
No, you're good. Scared me hearing another voice for a second.
You scared them.
I can't hear you.
I'm on live and they heard you.
Oh,
I know he doesn't care, but you kind of scared him.
well, you have no idea.
Anyway, so
Aurora is Christy's
Aurora,
dog?
Missouri. Aurora, Missouri. How close is it to Springfield? Let's see what Gemini says.
Aurora, Missouri is fairly close to Springfield, Missouri. It's about 32 miles away, and the drive typically takes around 45 minutes.
Where did they stay in that, when they got that motel together after everything happened? Maybe that was...
So, in the crime of Gypsy Rose and Nick Gojon, where was the hotel located where they stayed after the events happened?
That would be twisted.
Okay, it says here after the murder of Dee Dee Blanchard, Gypsy Rose and Nick Gojon stayed at the Days Inn Motel outside of Springfield, Missouri, before traveling to Wisconsin.
Regardless, everything is just weird. But I want to hear Nick. I want to hear Nick talk because in so many interviews, he says that there's one thing that he'll never say because he made a promise. And
Yeah, I did something here. Let me see if I can find it. I got the audio for that. Just gotta look for it. I've done so many videos. And I do edit it, so unless it got taken down without my knowledge, because people comment and report stuff all the time, I can't keep track of what's taken down, what's kept up, what was reported. So let me see if I can find it here. Let's see, because I know what the thumbnail looks like.
oh, true. Someone said maybe Victor will talk.
Maybe.
Do we know if he's getting the help he needs?
I don't know. Yeah,
'Cause he
it's been
obviously
taken-
needs
it's been
help.
taken down in some manner. Oh no, right here. Listen to this. This is a clip, but listen to what Nick says here.
Okay.
Even now, even after she basically admitting to everyone in the media that she was basically using me to get rid of her mother, which is very, very, very not only evil thing to even admit right on national television, which I still to this day, well, I kind of wish you would have admitted earlier because, well, I was mainly the one person who was trying to make her a better person while her mom was trying to keep her the way that she was. And that's
That
part
is
of
true.
the reason why now I feel it's more of a slap in the face. Because, yeah, it's one of those situations where you feel that you don't really good for the person if the person doesn't want to feel appreciation towards you for all you've tried to do for them. Then, because it's one of those stones you gotta throw into the water and move forward, unfortunately. You make it as if the loose and the load
He also said in another clip that ever since he's been incarcerated, that everything was tilting towards Gypsy because his story, because what I got from it, his story hasn't been told.
Yeah, but why aren't they letting him tell his story?
That's exactly right.
Gypsy's lawyer probably has something to do with that too, though. But it's
Right.
just like, okay,
But
so
what I
she
don't understand
met.
is that when they did the plea, I think, what was that thing they did? I think last year, and it didn't work out. So now he's back in the appeal, I think it was. What happened was, I think when the trial started, um, I think they gave him a chance to talk like the way Gypsy did, about that night. But I think what happened was they knew they was, because this is from one autistic person. They kind of not manipulate, but kind of lied and did something for him not to testify. And because he's vulnerable and easy to manipulate, because I mean, look what Gypsy did,
Hmm.
he said, okay, I won't do it. And that's why he never testified. Because if he would have testified, things would have turned out completely different.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know?
I wonder if he's like, if he knows that he has so many people that hate Gypsy and want to hear
I
his
think he
side,
does.
want him to speak up, and I hope so. But then again, obviously, he does have some things wrong with him, and
This guy is a
Right, of
cranky.
course he has some things wrong with him. I
that's why
think
Gypsy picked him.
exactly.
But then again, like I said earlier, if Ryan and Ken liked her or had feelings for her or have feelings for her, even when she was in prison, after knowing what she did, there's something wrong with all of these people because
Well, then
how
I
are
think
you going to
about it,
have
but think about
feelings
it.
for somebody like that?
But think about it. I only know Ryan's side. I don't know how Ken. I know Ken came first, but like what happened between Gypsy and Ken at that time, I don't know. But from Ryan, um, remember she's a manipulator. She's a liar. So think about the things she told Ryan on the phone.
True.
Think of what she could have told Ryan on the phone.
I want to hear all these phone calls, or I want Ryan to get over everything and finally just spill because I don't know if he signed
Because
anything.
think about it. She's always painting herself as the victim. So how do you think those conversations with Ryan went?
Ugh, I hate that.
So
But like
think
everyone
about
on
it.
social media, we see right through her.
Right. So think about it. If she painted herself as a victim for so long, and I think Ryan didn't marry a murderer. He married a poor victim that needed help and healing.
But I wonder if Ryan now like doesn't believe that, and
I don't think
because
so at all
Ryan's
now.
seeing all of this stuff
Because I
online, what
also
they
heard
say.
that the reason Jip married Ryan is that she can get out. Manipulation I'm seeing here.
She's a pro, and I hate it. I hate that she is
But
so good at manipulating.
but if she's a pro, why are we seeing right through her?
Well, she's a pro because she picks these people that she knows will have sympathy for her, and I
But
don't
you
know,
know what
but
I think? And I forgot her. Her name is Vivi Unplug, and I follow her. What she's doing is I forgot her term for it, but what I got from it, I call it the garbage technique. Is she uses them when she needs them, and when they're no longer useful, she discards them.
mm-hmm. And I heard
Why
that
do you think she ran straight into Ken's arms?
well, I didn't even see that coming, honestly, like them getting back together.
That's the thing. I guess Ken and her had something wrong because she did say ex-fiance in a clip that I saw. But then the thing is, okay, me and Ken didn't work at the time. Now let's go to the next loser, which was
Let's just,
Ryan.
but she just dropped once she went back to Ken just the latest
Right,
time. She just
right.
dropped Ryan after
And
he
then
took
I'm on
Ryan.
Philo, so I get the new episodes the day after they air.
Same.
And I did have this clip here. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. Just listen to it.
All right.
Hold on. It's a video that I posted. Listen. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the actual. Yeah, right here. It's called the unseen footage.
All right.
I definitely feel like I've lived 10 years in the last year.
Gypsy Blanchard will be set free. She's ready to go home to Louisiana with her husband.
You're free. We consummated our marriage. A lot of people felt I should have waited and getting married. What?
Ken checked in.
Ken was my first relationship that was long term. I loved him so much.
Oh,
I have
shut
to
up.
stay loyal to my marriage.
Something happens with Gypsy and Ken that's going to be your fault.
Okay, Rod said that to Christy. When something happens with Gypsy and Ken, it's gonna be your fault. Rod said that to Christy.
Yeah, because she's the one that did this. She's the one that told Gypsy,
Right.
which is very twisted, but then again, she's twisted. So
Right.
that doesn't surprise me either. They're all messed up.
Right. Here's more.
Everything will unfold as it should.
I miss Ken. I just think that I would be happier somewhere else.
Okay, so that squealing is when Gypsy ran into Ken's arms. That was that little squealing. Now let's see what Gypsy says.
The scene that we saw was actually the same day that we conceived our baby. I was
Which is Ken and her. Ken and Gypsy.
so focused on what would make me happy that I didn't care how it looked to Ryan.
Should I rewind that part one more time?
Yeah.
Okay then.
We conceived our baby. The
Okay.
scene that we saw was actually the same day that we conceived our baby.
Here's the next part.
The same day that we conceived our baby.
Here's the next
I
part.
was so focused on what would make me happy that I didn't care how it looked to Ryan.
Wait. Okay. I was so focused on what made me happy. I didn't care how it looked to Ryan.
Me, 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 me. It's all about her. Doesn't care.
I didn't care how it
Right.
looked to Ryan.
Okay, now this is Ryan's little thing he said on it. Look.
That I didn't care how it looked to Ryan.
1 minute I hate her, the next minute I try to figure out how to get her back, and then the next minute I figure out how to live without her.
It hurts me that I caused him so much pain.
It hurts me that I caused him so
Yeah,
much
I'm
pain.
so sure about that. She doesn't care.
But the first time she
She's
said she
also not
didn't
even-
care if it hurt him. She just wants what makes her happy. And now this part she's like, I'm hurting him.
She doesn't even know. She doesn't even remember or recall what she ever says in any interview, in anything. And then she just
Exactly.
says like the opposite. It's like, bitch, how do you feel? Like, what's going on in your head? I would love to know.
She's the wife.
Okay, so then take this one. Hold on, let me see if I can find something here. Because you know the one question that's been asked in interviews since she's got out, and somebody reported the same question 3 different times with 3 different answers. Why didn't you get up and walk? That's the fundamental question. And there were 3 answers.
What'd she say each time?
I'm trying to look that up because I think I
I think I
duetted
saw
it,
that,
and
but I can't remember what.
right, I duetted it, and you know what the Gypsy supporters do? You know what I'm saying? You know what the Gypsy supporters do, so
Mhm. People are saying she's possibly pregnant again. I don't know.
I don't know
I don't
either.
think
She
Ken
knew
wants
for a
anything
long
to do
time
with
she
her.
wasn't sick. She loved the attention and all of the free stuff. Oh, let's go back for that for a second. Let's go back because I got a clip because I was doing part 1s and part 2s of the testimony she did. I'm going to show you the very end of the first part I've done. So listen to this part here. If I can do the little line thing that can make you fast forward, which is not letting me. Hold on. Okay. So listen to this part here. Listen to this part here.
What kind of things do you think?
Financial.
Okay, hold on. Listen here.
No, sir. She just forced me to be in one.
See, she just forced me to be in one.
Have you been in a wheelchair as of June 2015?
That's probably how it's bad.
I had to make fast forward it for like copyright and to make it shorter. So
8 years old.
yeah, I can do this though. Hold on, I can change the actual speed of it. Just let me see here. I know I can do that.
She had so many chances to speak up. A doctor had her mom leave the room before and
Right.
asked if like she had anything to say, like the mom's not there, blah blah blah. No, like I'm fine. My mom loves me. I love my mom. Like
Okay,
you
right
could
here. I
have
slowed
told
it
people so
down.
many times that you could walk.
Right, listen right here. This she knew it was a fraud and a scam. Hold on, that's too slow. Hold on. I don't know how to like.
Was there a time between when you first were put in a wheelchair in June of 2015?
Try to keep up. If not, I'll rewind it.
Yes.
When was that?
I always knew that I didn't need the wheelchair
How did you know that?
because I could walk.
Because I can walk. I didn't know I knew I didn't need the wheelchair because I can walk. Yeah.
Did you and your brother obtain any kind of advantage by being in a wheelchair?
Yes, sir.
Did you? So the person asking the question, did you get any advantage of being in a wheelchair?
What kind of advantage did you obtain?
What'd you get?
Financial.
Financial,
Attention.
attention, charity.
Financial need money?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Did you
sir.
obtain money as a result?
Did you obtain money as a result? Yes, sir.
How did that work out?
How did that work out?
I'm going to object to the relevance of that. There's been no connection.
Hold on, the judge is.
Well, I'm assuming this fair, you're going to tie this up.
Not for right now. Did you and Nick ever talk about the fact that you didn't need to be in a wheelchair?
Yes.
Did you ever talk to him about why you were required to be in a wheelchair?
Yes.
I'll rule rejection.
Can you tell the jury why it is that you obtained money as a result of being in a wheelchair?
Can you tell the jury why did you obtain the money of being in the wheelchair?
Because people felt sorry for me.
People felt sorry for me.
I'm just going to object for general relevance at this point.
I'll allow for the time being.
It gets better.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
What was the question again?
Why you obtained
Why?
advantage for being in a wheelchair? You said people gave you money, and I think my next question is why did they give you money?
Because they felt sorry for me. They believed the lie. They believed the fraud.
They believed the lie. They believed the fraud. Out of Gypsy's mouth herself. But she knew. She knew.
So how did this judge like why is this the outcome where she's out and free? Like there's so much proof. Her little when she first got
Were you there when I
arrested
played that
and
clip?
stuff.
Were you there when I played that clip?
Just now?
No, there was one before. I don't know if you were in the chat, but I'll play it again. I don't mind playing it again. Let me
Okay, I
just
don't remember.
listen to what she says here.
It's actually kind of the first time I've been honest. Besides being honest, my attorneys.
Oh, yeah.
I've been completely honest with them.
Then how do you think she got away?
Jesus. But I think now that she's being a little more careful on how she says things because she knows people are digging into everything that she says because she's not giggling saying how she lies and she knew this and that and she loved the attention. She doesn't want to say that anymore.
Yeah, but yeah, she's on a live saying she had $50. Like I said earlier, how are you gonna blow $3 million and whatever you're getting now for each episode and view that is aired of your current show that is still airing with a second season in a year? Like,
I don't know.
make
She
that make
just needs to
sense.
go back. I don't know how she didn't violate. Like, how did she not violate her parole? And her parole's about to be up this year, isn't it?
Yeah, in June.
Yeah, that's next month. And she's been free ever since.
Yeah,
Is she
and
not
I
in therapy? Like, was there not any court-ordered therapy? Anything?
mm,
There's been so much proof, and people have been calling and like basically like telling on her and calling her
right.
parole officer and nothing. I don't know if it's just the state that she's in and their laws are just twisted like her, but
Right.
it makes no sense to me because there are people violating on parole for so many different things that are so petty,
Right.
but yet she's out free to do whatever the hell she wants, and
Right.
it's just
And the baby, there's something about that baby too. Let me see if I can turn the background off because this is more visual than anything. So how do I do that? I have no idea. Well, let me see here. It says here, okay, background. See if I can take it off. Hold on, I'm waiting for the selections to come up. I don't see anything I can press yet. So if I do this, it's not letting me do anything because my phone sucks. That's why it's called a smartphone. It has a mind of its own.
lifetime is
see.
background parole.
Yeah. So anyway, let me see if I can do it here because it won't say it.
What
But
happens if you would get me pregnant?
see, and then it shows a text that she sent to Nick saying, "If you get me pregnant, we can be together forever."
Mm-hmm. I
If I
remember.
was pregnant, you would have to stay in my life and be around.
See, if I was pregnant, you will have to stay in my life and be around. That's what
Didn't
she
she
told
try to
Nick.
convince Nick too once she was pregnant with Aurora? Didn't she like tell Nick or
That
transfer the
she was gonna say around her 13th birthday, she was no longer gonna be innocent anymore. Yes.
Oh, and the whole 13th birthday thing, how
Uh-huh.
I'm not even gonna say that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see that a little messed up, but Ken and
But she
Ryan are
said
still
that, but
wanting
when
this
she
girl.
said that, she was in one of her personas.
She said what she said though.
Exactly. What still came out of her mouth.
That's still in her.
Right.
That
Just
side of
like
her is still-
Victor did this murder, but the Victor lived in Nick. So when Gypsy said what she said about the baby, even though she said it as one of her personas, it was still Gypsy.
I think Gypsy did everything and then started freaking out, and then that's why she had Nick come, and she was probably already gone by the time Nick got there, or if not, very
Right.
close to being gone. And then have to have it all fall on him, and you can
And
obviously
look
manipulate
what
Nick,
she said
so-
here. Look what she said here in the Australia 60 minutes.
The question so many people want to know: why didn't you get up and walk? Tell someone, run away, tell a doctor.
I don't think people understand the emotional hold that an abuser has on their victims. So, asking me that is the same as putting me in a category of saying, well, domestic violence survivors, why didn't they just leave their abusive husbands?
Did you ever?
Right here. These are the 3 reasons why she couldn't get out of the wheelchair. Now I found the
The
video.
question so many people
All
want to
about
know:
the wheelchair.
why didn't you get up and walk? Tell someone, run away, tell a doctor.
I
Answer
don't
1.
think people understand the emotional hold that an abuser has on their victims. So, asking me that is the same as putting me in a category of saying, well, domestic violence survivors, why didn't they just leave their abusive husbands?
Answer
Did you ever
2.
consider, in a public place, if you stood up out of your wheelchair and walked, Dee Dee's fraud would be completely exposed?
I honestly didn't think about that.
It never crossed your mind.
No.
Answer 3.
You said he could have said no. You could have walked out that front door. You called the cab after you hacked her to death. You could have got to call that cab and left. You could have gone to a women's shelter. You could have gone to a police
She
station.
would have found me. She would have convinced them that I was lying. And she had paperwork to prove I was mentally incompetent. Nobody would have believed me.
The question so many
3 different answers to the same question. Why
She would have
couldn't you-
gotten up and told everybody, told the truth, told the story if her mom was really abusing her. If she didn't have money and all these benefits, if none of that was a thing, she would have gotten up when she was like, 5 years old and said something.
Yeah.
Like,
But you know
it's
what
all
about Aurora?
money.
You know those Christmas pictures Christy posted, and everyone's saying her stomach's flat. Shouldn't she
Yeah.
be pregnant? Remember
Yeah.
It was she had a flat stomach in the time she was supposed to be pregnant. I
Was
think I found a plausible answer, and this is from a nurse. And I just he had the save function on, so I saved it and reposted it. And this is what he said.
3 reasons why that baby, Aurora, is not Gypsy's baby. She was never pregnant, never had a baby. In fact, I know with 100% certainty that that baby was delivered to her at the hospital.
And this is from a nurse.
Ray Giroux, an attorney, and Mike Stanfield, another attorney who's now her manager. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Number 1, there is no mention of it in the divorce at all. Not at all. And it doesn't matter who the father is, it still would have been mentioned in the divorce. I don't care what you say. Number 2, we know that Gypsy is a malignant narcissist. We know that Gypsy is a malignant narcissist, attention seeker of the absolute highest order.
Agreed.
Okay. You don't think that she would have breastfed and made a big deal about that? Or at least tried and made a big deal about, oh my God, I'm not producing it. No, because she didn't produce any milk. Because the bitch was never pregnant. Okay. Number 3, I used to be a registered nurse. Okay. And I know that your first pregnancy, they claim that at 38 weeks, they were going to just go ahead and induce for pregnancy. Okay. First pregnancy with no issues. And okay, the microdeletion shit does not constitute a high risk pregnancy. I assure you. Okay. There is absolutely no reason that they would do that. Okay. And then they say, oh, but then she was just born 3 weeks early or whatever. It's all bullshit. It's for the show. Ken and her's relationship is fake. It's all for this stupid show because she made a deal with Lucifer. Stop playing.
I never thought about it like that. Whose baby is this? And how is she even allowed to be around a baby? Is it Krusty? Krusty and Ken's baby?
Yeah.
Wouldn't
But
surprise me. She's
I think
flirty
this
with him.
registered nurse has a really good point. So Heather says here, first I've heard all of this allegation kind of crazy, but I don't support her at all. I never did, but I do believe it's her baby. That's what Heather said.
I don't know what to believe at this point, just with anything that has to do with her. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. You could tell
But
me
then,
anything. It wouldn't
yeah, and
surprise
then
me.
people started to notice when they did that Mother's Day photo compared to the back of the head of pictures of the baby from previous, they noticed something off too, that the hair was darker. And in other ones, it seemed more lighter in color.
I don't know. I don't know what to believe with that.
Because I noticed a consistency too. I don't know if you heard, but I'm autistic. I don't know if you were in here when I said that.
Yeah, I heard that.
So yes, that's what I noticed. And I'm also analytical. So when you have an autistic analytical individual, yes, autistic people see details. But autistic individuals that are analytical, they magnify that times 1,000. They will see details that maybe some non-analytical autistic individuals will not see.
Yeah, they see other sides and stuff too.
So yes, that's the one thing I like about Gypsy is her mind and how twisted it is. It's just her inconsistencies, her lies, her thought process in all this.
I want to know what she's actually think. I want to know what actually goes through her head though.
I can
She
actually.
doesn't speak the truth anymore.
Okay,
She
so let's
just
do this. And I'm using Gemini, and Gemini is the best thing you can ever buy for a subscription for $19. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I've used it so much and it helped me learn so much with
okay.
whatever I ask it for. It can do deep dive, deep research, whatever. Like, whatever you want it to do. So let's see what it says. What if someone's a narcissistic manipulator and a liar? What can go on in that individual's head? Now it's thinking.
When someone is a narcissistic manipulator and a liar, their internal world is often driven by a deeply ingrained need to maintain a grandiose yet fragile self-image. This isn't a healthy self-esteem, but rather an inflated, often false sense of superiority that constantly needs external validation. Here's a breakdown of what can go on in their head: a fragile core and deep insecurities. Beneath the confident facade, there's often profound insecurity and a fragile self-esteem. They compensate for this by exaggerating their self-worth, seeking constant admiration, and building a fantasy world where they are always the best, most powerful, or most desirable. Lack of empathy. A hallmark of narcissism is a significant lack of empathy. They genuinely struggle to understand or share the feelings of others. People are often viewed as objects or tools to serve their own needs, rather than individuals with their own emotions and experiences. This emotional detachment.
I don't think Gypsy's autistic, because if you're autistic and analytical, you will know how to keep your story straight. Gypsy's all over the place with hers.
She's 10 versions. She's got more than 10 versions.
Autistic individuals are real organized with their thoughts. They are.
Well, what you just played, that's literally like the definition of Gypsy. Like,
and there's more.
Oh.
Allows them to lie and manipulate without feeling guilt or shame. Desperate need for control and admiration. They have an excessive need for praise, attention, and admiration. This drives much of their behavior, including their manipulation and lying. They need to control narratives and perceptions to ensure they always appear in a positive light and that their needs are met. Entitlement. They have a strong sense of entitlement, believing they are special and deserve preferential treatment. They expect others to automatically...
Oh, hold on. My phone went to sleep. Just give me a minute.
This is all Gypsy. This is literally all her. See, this is literally all her.
comply with their wishes and react with anger or outrage when they don't get what they want. Strategic deception and manipulation, lying, is a fundamental tool for them. They use it to craft a false image, to appear more successful, intelligent, or admirable than they are. Avoid accountability. They rarely take responsibility for their actions and will lie or blame others to deflect blame and avoid consequences. Maintain power. Lies and manipulation tactics like gaslighting, making you question your own reality, help them control others, creating confusion and self-doubt. Feigned victimhood. They may lie to evoke...
Wait a minute. Someone named Corona said, find something in your life besides life. Besides, I know some other people with their autism, and then it cut off. I don't know if this person's going to say anything else. But,
yeah, I don't know what they're even trying to say.
But I don't know what Corona means by that.
I don't know either. Seems like she's very angry, though, with the emojis.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's continue with this.
Sympathy, presenting themselves as victims of cruelty, illness, or the wrongdoings of others. Distorted reality. Because their grandiose self-view often doesn't align with reality, they may live in a fantasy world supported by distortions, self-deception, and magical thinking. They might even start to believe their own lies, especially if they've repeated them frequently. Difficulty with criticism and blame shifting. Any perceived criticism or challenge to their inflated self-image can trigger intense rage or defensiveness. They externalize blame, always finding someone or something else to fault for their own shortcomings or mistakes. The game of manipulation. They may see relationships as opportunities for self-enhancement and enjoy the game of manipulating others.
Wait a minute. Did they say they see relationships as self-enhancement? Think about it. If she married Ryan, the self-enhancement was getting out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To get what they want. They might use tactics like love bombing, intense flattery at the start, to draw people in, then alternate with devaluation, silent treatment, and gaslighting to maintain.
Hello.
I have something to say.
Yes.
Why don't you just leave Gypsy Rose alone and let her live her life?
Are you a murderer
What you
too?
gonna do?
No,
What if I
I'm not.
don't? What
But
you gonna
she
do?
served her time and she made up for it. And let her be. Let the girl live her life.
Oh, Nikki.
She manipulated an autistic individual and is sitting there for
Ryan is an
wrongdoing.
idiot. Okay, Ryan is the biggest idiot in the whole world.
Yeah, and you could be an idiot too.
How am I an idiot? Why am I an idiot for supporting somebody
Why are you
who's trying to
supporting
turn their life
Gypsy?
around?
Is she though?
She's
Why don't you
just
cut the girl
showing
a
the
break?
same
She's a mother.
manipulative
Let her be and let her
behavior
live her
between
life.
both men.
Who are you to tell her what to do and to not and butt in
So
and
you're
not mind
saying
your own
manipulating
business?
and lying is right?
Who cares? It's her
Shit,
life.
cult
Let
member.
her do what she wants to do. Let her live how she wants to live her life. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to live your life, and you're not going to sit here and tell me how to live my life. Gypsy could care about less about what you think about her.
Yeah, she does care what we think because she has to make up one lie after another, after another, after another, and then manipulate that narrative with a brand new narrative to cover up for the other lies.
Oh, please. You guys are so uneducated the way you
How are we
sound.
uneducated?
It's not
Are you
even funny.
uneducated about
You're
her
probably
case?
some
Yes, you are.
idiot that sits home, doesn't work, does nothing all day long, sits on TikTok, and has nothing better to do than sit there and judge people. Why don't you get up and adult and go get a job and get a
Oh,
Someone
you're
life?
look
talking
up this
about not
girl's
judging
record.
people? You're talking about not judging
Someone
people, but
look
you're
up this
judging
girl's
me.
I'm at
record.
work right now. It's my end of my day, and I'm about to clock
Okay,
out.
but
And
you just
That
said
so happens to
work.
been on your
Nikki,
line. Why
hold
don't
on,
you
the
get
bomb.
up and earn a paycheck
Nikki,
instead of sitting here on TikTok and
Nikki, you
judging
just
other
said,
people?
Nikki, you just said you don't judge people, but what exactly are you doing?
What are you doing? You're sitting there judging a celebrity. You're sitting there judging someone
Celebrity.
who freaking is trying to change her life and turn her life around. And
But
that's
yet
all
you're
you people
judging
do is
me.
bully her.
Nikki,
That's
you
all you're
just
good
said
for is
you
bullying
just said
people like
you
you.
just said I'm judging her, but look at you, Nikki. You're judging me.
Yeah,
Explain
because
that
you're
one.
lazy sitting there
So if
bothering
you're
Gypsy
saying, so you're
Rose.
Nikki,
Get a
Nikki,
job, get a life, go
okay.
to school, and make something out
So
of
Nikki,
yourself.
so if
I
you're
don't know
saying
what
me,
job you
so
got where
what?
you can
Okay,
talk
so
like
if you
that.
say I can't judge Gypsy, what gives you the right to
You're
judge
an
me?
asshole.
I know I am. Thanks for the compliment. Tell me something I don't know.
Why don't you sit up, bitch?
Is that the best you can come up with?
Oh, Nikki.
You heard that right? You heard that in it right?
What the hell? Girl, you are not at work talking like that, first off.
But the bomb, you see what I did there? I do that crap all day long and I love it.
I love
I
it.
put her words against people and that's exactly what they do.
She had nothing to even back herself up with. How is Gypsy trying to turn her life around? How is
Is
she
there
doing
any
that?
way?
She's
Is
doing
there
the same
any way I
thing.
can put this clip on a video on a post? Is there any way I can do that?
I don't know.
Like, is there any way to save the live after it's been done? Because I know
I don't know.
I know on Insta you can't.
replay it. You can replay it, but you can't post it.
Yeah, my friend said I can replay, but I can't. Oh yes, there is a way, no filter. Oh, I got somebody else coming in the box. Oh, this is fun. Hello, no filter.
Hello, good afternoon,
Hi.
everybody. I
Hi.
just popped in. I'm on my break. I'm actually at work, but yes, there is a way that you can go back and watch it. You can
Because I want to put that clip
screenshot
up
the
so
replay. You
bad.
can
Because
actually
that.
download the live.
Okay, and how do I do that?
So you'll go to like your regular profile,
Okay, hold
and
on.
you'll
On a
hold on. Let me grab my other
phone
phone.
that's on Wi-Fi right now. So I'm gonna do. I'm on my own TikTok
I got you.
on my other device. So I'm gonna follow your steps there, and
Sure.
do it. So
All right, let me pull
yeah,
it
but
up.
that little back and forth has to be posted because I made it go away with her tail between her legs.
All right.
That was
So let's see. Sorry, my phone's running slow.
That's okay. Take your time. But
Okay.
I go to settings for that, right?
Well, you'll click like you go into your profile.
Right. I'm on my profile.
Fucking phone, come on. Okay.
Who's in here watching?
So when you
wait,
when you
Scare
go
Pollution, who's in here
into
watching?
the profile, you should see where it says like where your lives are. Like it should have like a little link underneath, like where it says following followers and like 5 likes. There should be a little link or God damn it, I can't think of the name. But there's a part that you go into the TikTok, like the actual page, your profile, and you'll
Right.
see where it says live.
Settings and privacy. I see the word live. Maybe that has something to do with it. See, I see live
So
replay.
awesome.
I see
I'm
live
trying to.
replay. Okay, I see live
Yes,
replay.
that
And I
right
see the
there.
live I did
Yes.
earlier today.
Yes.
Okay, now I know what to
Yes. So you'll just click that, and then you can download it,
do. Right.
and then you'll be able to clip it, and you can post it.
Okay. So wait
Yeah.
a minute. Someone called something scary says that someone's in here watching Scary Pollution.
Oh, I guarantee you, there's somebody watching. There's always somebody watching.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Watching me,
A gypsy phone.
and I
And I get no privacy.
Oh boy.
Oh man. But you saw how I put Nikki with her tails between her legs. I don't care, Scary Pollutions. You can have $1 billion.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I guess back out. I don't want to hold on to this spot, and I have to go back to work.
You could
So
take my spot if you want. You're good.
I'm literally just gonna sit here and chill. I work from home, so I don't have anybody to talk to. I'm
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah. But it was so funny because that's what I do all day in my videos. Because I'm analytical, I'm autistic. So I listen to what the person says. Then I dissect what they say and then throw those words back at them. So like what I did with Nikki. Nikki says, don't judge Gypsy for this, this, and this. And I said, well, Nikki, aren't you judging me for judging Gypsy? And boom, she logged off. Oh my God, that interaction. And that's why she left, because I put her back in a corner where she couldn't escape.
She was just mad, like getting herself mad too.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I have
Doing.
to back out and come back. It's not working for some reason. Something's messed
okay.
up.
All right. Bree is Gypsy's best friend. Oh man. Bree is Gypsy's best friend. One of her friends in her circle. Yeah.
I don't think she has any true friends or will ever have any true friends.
Well, she manipulated them, so I guess they believe whatever she tell them. Hi, No Filter. Is it better now?
And they're
Hello. No, it
Yes.
won't let me mute it for some
I like
reason.
what that person said. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's Nureh. She's saying that Bree is her new nick.
Hey, I'm gonna follow you, close out the thing, and then I'll come back.
Okay, you want me to close you out first? Oh, it's pronounced Nora. Okay, thank you. Thank you. But yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Where do you think things will be in a year with Gypsy? Like a year from now, where do you think things are going to be at with everybody?
Something tells me she's gonna do something she's not supposed to do again. And I can hear one song in my head. Bad Boys for hate speech. How did I get flagged for hate speech?
Hate speech?
Just hit okay. Just hit okay.
Yeah. Is there a way to, would that do anything
They
or?
could ban you. Chill.
I'm not hating on nobody though. These are the Gypsy supporters that I hate that are flagging.
Chill.
But I'm not doing any, you know,
Chill. They're good. They're fixing to ban your account. Chill.
that's not what it means.
That's what that means.
Is my friend correct here, the bomb?
Somebody just reported you. Chill.
Yeah, for something I
I'm
did
not.
not do. Did I say any hate?
I
So
mean, no.
They considered it hate. Chill.
Just,
Chill.
but you're not listening. Can you listen? You say you trust me.
Yes, I trust you. But
Okay,
they're
but let
fixing
me
to ban your account.
but let me trust me enough to listen. What I'm
What?
what the bomb is saying that right TikTok can review this live and see no hate was applied here.
Well, they can, but they wouldn't be sending you a warning if they didn't find nothing wrong.
Yeah, it was a warning because somebody in the chat reported it. But then now it's up to TikTok to review it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to review it and then decide.
Nothing was wrong.
I've seen a lot
hope
worse
so.
said.
Yeah, because I've seen another person's live that got reported for having an adult.
Spanish women are so fucking stubborn.
I am Hispanic, by the way. So that's the other part of my anger right here. So anyway, yeah, because there was this other person that I used to follow a year ago, and she would get flagged for, reported for this, reported for that, and nothing happened. One was a report saying she had an adult drink, which she stated was water. Oh, someone here named Jules said, Bree and Gypsy said they are going after all creators who talk about Gypsy to take them down. There's millions of
All the
people on this
creators are
app.
going
What are
after
they gonna do?
Gypsy, so
There's millions of people in this app. What they gonna do? I'm not scared of the Gypsy supporters. I am not. But
have you
talking about where
noticed though
but back to
how
the
scared
question.
Ken looks though?
But
Ken
talking
always
about
just looks
talking about where she'll be
terrified.
a year from now,
Yeah.
I can only think of one thing. And that's bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Who do you think will be the person that she goes after this time?
Or
I
does
say her
something else?
sister.
Or does something else to get there? I know. She said she was gonna stay off the internet, but then does 2 stories. And now she just did a
She'll
recent
never
post.
stay off.
I know. So just like she said in her documentary, I could lie and think nothing of it.
Yep. She already admitted everything.
Hold on, someone wants to come in the box.
All right.
No filter again. Okay. Hey, no filter.
Hey, hopefully I can.
Hey.
Okay, it works now.
Okay. Can I borrow the headphones? There's one out there. Yeah. So yeah, that's what
I
I
haven't
think.
seen Gypsy in a fat ass minute.
That's what I think. So Soul on Fire says she posted that she will post and log out, just not look at the comments or scroll. Yeah, those were
Yeah,
one
right.
of her rules.
Yeah, I don't believe that. She's looking at
Gypsy
it.
reads every single comment. She's probably
Exactly.
listening to this right now.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how you feel?
Hold on, I'm trying to connect my earbuds here. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to be going out, and where I am, there's a lot of cars going up and down, a lot of traffic. So I'm hoping these headphones will, diffuse a lot of the noise.
Yeah, they usually do. I've never had no issues.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll at least help.
yeah, and you'll hear me, more louder than the background noise. Oh wow! So Jules says she has to read what everyone is saying. I wish they just cancel her for real. Nicole says, and her and Ken together? Exactly. But I don't know how true, wait a minute. I don't know how true this is, but I heard on TikTok that Ken's on rugs.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Me neither.
Ken is terrified of Gypsy, though. I see the fear in his eyes. And also, have you guys been seeing how Mia and Ken are flirting? Like, girl, you gotta watch out what you're doing. Your
Who and
sister
who
is like
flirting?
the sister and Ken. And
Mm.
I think it was the last episode. She was
Yeah.
saying to Ken, like, how, like, I'll always be there for you. You can always come and talk to me. And
Yes.
it's, no, step back. Your sister's gonna come after you. She keeps copying Mia, too.
Mm-hmm.
Dressing
And
like
she's
her,
jealous.
acting like her. She's so jealous.
Mm-hmm.
I never understood.
Hold on, I
why
got someone
somebody
else.
would
Someone
put
named
so much
Samantha
time
wants to
towards
join.
that.
Hold on, someone's trying to join in. I'm seeing the red and blue dots circling each other. So I don't know if that's her or me.
I bet Ken is going to want to hook up with Mia and she's going to notice and get mad at her for it. Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see Ken's texts.
Hold on, guys. I'm at the library right now, so let me be quiet for like 2 minutes while I get out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm whispering right now. Because the
Well, if it
library
makes you
I'm at,
feel
they
any
have
better,
these.
it doesn't sound like you're whispering.
That's how good these headphones are.
They're very damn clear.
Yeah, I'm whispering right now. So I can only imagine how they're going to be with the traffic noise.
Well, that's sure pretty good.
Well, it should be pretty good then.
Yeah. Oh, that was the elevator.
It's so hard keeping up with comments.
Ooh, I don't know if I would ride that elevator. Sounds very dangerous.
Could you stay be quiet so they can hear you? I'm gonna get banned because of everyone's laughing now.
You will not get banned for telling that in the background.
But what you're saying, Ken?
No. If you talking shit, it's not gonna get you banned to me.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything hateful. If I would have cursed them up a storm and said talk like a sailor in a book, I will be banned.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but that one will probably.
But what I
when
said to
TikTok
Nikki,
reviews
what I
it,
did with
when
but the
TikTok
way I
reviews
talked
it, they're gonna notice and they're gonna see that there was no hate speech or that there was no hate involved.
no, but that she was hating on me for hating on Gypsy. But I was right.
Yeah.
She's
It was way more aggressive.
Florida.
You're talking about Bululu, right? Bululu?
Florida. You Lala, yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. But if you really think about it, like Nikki was like, she was judging me for not having a job, for being on TikTok all day, and hating on me for what she called me judging on Gypsy. Isn't she judging too? Come on, find the logic
that
in
sounds
that.
like judging. Just saying.
Exactly. Why do you think she went off when I called her out on the flaw in her logic?
Well, she's obviously
Yeah,
not
because she got
fully
mad.
Gypsy.
Because you called her out.
And I think she was the one that did the report. I just have a hunch.
100%.
Oh, I'm not gonna
'Cause
say
think
I
about
have a
it, she
hunch.
leaves-
I know she did it.
Because, well, yeah, I think you're right because she leaves and then I get the report. Put like I say, put two and two together.
Yeah, and let's just be honest. She was mad when she left. So
Yes, so Soul on Fire said, yeah, she wants nothing to do with all this weird crap her and her sister got going on. That's what Soul on Fire said.
Soul on Fire, you can take my spot if you want to hop on. I'd love to hear what you got to say.
How many people? Okay, I'm new to this live thing. How many guests can I have on at a time? Because I've seen lives where they got
I
like
believe
7,
it's
8
like
people.
9. I believe it's
Yeah.
9.
So are you gonna leave No Filter, or can she hop on along as well?
I'll step out. I'll still listen, but I'll step out and she can hop on.
My apologies,
second.
doll. I wasn't ignoring you. I was
Just
taking
a
a call.
second. Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because I was on the library's Wi-Fi and I had to switch to data before I lost you guys. Hi, Joanna.
Well,
We're
if it
saying,
would've
is
popped
Gypsy
out
a
of the live, it
narcissist,
would've
a liar,
restarted for
and a
me.
manipulator?
She's all the above.
She is.
She is all the above.
Okay, I'm in front of a bunch of cars. How loud does it sound when I'm talking?
You sound clear, and I can hear you very well. The cars just sound
Gypsy
like
is
something
all
that's
of
just,
those.
you know, in the background.
Coco dancing, yes. Gypsy is all of those. Soul on Fire, it's not that bad. That's what she said.
I mean, technically, Gypsy still is on parole, so maybe her parole officer is waiting for her at the very end to catch her with something. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. I think that's why Ken is who's going I don't know who's going after who. Ken's going after me or Mia's after Ken. But remember, Ken loves blondes. I mean, look at the color of hair Gypsy found in the brush. In the hairbrush. And why do you think I think when Gypsy was trying to get Ken's attention, she dyed her hair blonde.
Why do you think she dyed her hair back, though? I'm surprised she's not a blonde anymore.
Well, right, because I think it was to get Ken's attention, but I guess it didn't work or something. I forgot the reason she dyed her hair
Ken
blonde.
probably said that she looked like shit with blonde hair.
Who, Ken said that? I don't think
No,
so.
I'm just saying Ken probably said that, and that's why she freaked out. Unless she dyed her hair dark again to get Ryan after her again. Because Ryan loves her as a brunette. He's said it so many times.
Right, but you want to know something? I don't know if you do know, but all those text messages that she put between her and Ryan out there, it wasn't Gypsy. It was done by a third party.
Wait, what do you mean?
Remember those text messages Gypsy would post about her love for Ryan's love for her? That wasn't done by Gypsy.
Who did it?
Her third party, Bree. Yeah. You know, Bree's the one that everyone claims that she was a boy, that she's transgender.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Bree. Bree with the facts. I don't know if you're familiar with her.
Are those the same screenshots where Ryan was talking about how there were texts missing or messages missing? Like Gypsy deleted what she said?
I think so, yeah. I heard that briefly, so I don't know too much.
Probably then.
Oh, Coco dancing is right. Bree, go to John. Here, you can fold those or whatever. I don't care.
Well, I can't.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I can't.
But yeah, she said she went back to Brown for Ryan. And I think she went. And then I think that's why she went blonde to go for Ken. So here she's trying to please both men.
You would think that Gypsy would stay blonde though, because Ken's obsessed with blondes.
Exactly.
And I know Gypsy's worried about Ken and Mia. She has to.
But does she know what's really going on?
They might be into some weird, twisted shit and share each other. Who knows? That family is so weird.
It is.
And Krusty being all flirty with Ken, like what the heck?
Yeah. But I'm still accepting Gypsy supporters in the box. So if you're a Gypsy supporter, please request. Please request. Because if you have the cojones to say it in chat, you can say it with your voice, and I would love to hear it. Oh, and cojones is like saying you got the guts, you got the, you know, pair of baseballs. Don't. So that's what that means in Spanish. Cojones means saying if you got the guts to say it on chat, you got the guts to say it on the box. But yeah, Nikki tried that one. But yeah.
She come back in your live anyway. I kicked her out.
I'd love to hear from
Oh,
Nikki again.
you kicked her out?
Yes.
Oh, I know why she left the live.
Oh.
My moderator friend here that I'm walking with right now booted her out. But you don't have to do that every
It's
time.
so
You have to wait till I
frustrating
say
for
something.
people to call in and get mad at you because they didn't pay their fucking bills.
And Billy, when
Okay,
it's a
I'm gonna go
discussion,
ahead
everyone has
and
their
drop
opinion. So if
down
you see me
just in case
arguing, that's
somebody
the whole
else
point.
wants the spot.
You gotta wait
Thanks
for
for
my
having me.
say. You're welcome. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you guys when on the next live or in the chats, the comment section, wherever. Yeah. Was that comment directed at me? Solar Fire? Thank you for following me.
I don't think it
Whoa.
was about you.
Okay, because I'm in the sun, so it's kind of hard to see the screen.
Yeah, no, because she was saying that Gypsy used men.
Yeah, she
So she's
does.
talking about she uses anyone and everybody. Literally every single person. She
Yes,
uses.
I'm the Egyptian that accused me of being Ivory Rose.
Wish we could hear
Why do you
Dee
want to know
side.
that? I know, right? Oh yeah, let's get the
That
Ouija
would be
board.
nice. Right.
Let's get the Ouija board. Let's get the freaking Ouija board. I got that from Jeffrey. He said it on a live once. When she tried to jump in, he was, talking back at her without talking back at her. I mean, also guessing to avoid guideline violations, right? When Gypsy said, oh, let's get together, let's do a collab. We can play Uno or something, right? And then he started stating games we could play. And he could say, oh, we can also bring out the Ouija board. Gypsy, I love Jeffree Star for that.
The Soul on Fire said she sent a request.
Oh yes, Coco dancing. Yes, I'm that gyp shit. Yes.
So I told you to cut it off.
Yeah. Yes, thank you for the support, Coco dancing. Thank you so much. See, but that's the thing. I think with Gypsy, because she's a manipulator, she's a liar. And you gotta remember, at the very beginning, she won everyone's hearts. But then those crime scene photos got leaked, and the truth was slowly getting exposed.
And she never kept her mouth shut, so she wasn't even helping herself in all those interviews.
Exactly.
She did it all to herself.
Right.
I'm glad
And
she
I
wasn't
even-
smart enough to keep her mouth shut, though.
Right. And that's what's crazy, is just that when the lies backfire, she tries to lie to make up with those lies, and when those lies backfire, and the pattern continues, and she just digs herself into the ground. Something tells me right now she's in the core of the earth. Because she had to cover up so many lies, and still does it.
Is there a request from Soul on Fire?
Yes, I think I see that. Just a sec. Like I said, hold on. Yeah, I see it.
You can't see your screen.
I accepted. Thank you for looking out, because the sun and screen don't work.
No, I get that.
Hey, Soul.
Hey, I feel like
Hey.
she uses every single guy she has.
Spanish women.
Like,
Exactly.
Spanish
she
women are so
used
fucking
Ryan
stubborn.
because he was
Thanks
paying
for
for
the
everything
compliment.
while she was in jail.
Exactly.
In prison.
And so she had a place to go, and the guy that she was
See,
out.
I don't know if you were here when I said this, Soul, but Gypsy is part of her narcissism. Is she'll use someone for her benefit, and when they're no longer useful, she discards them.
Yeah. Totally. That's why because he looked good for her parole. She was supposed to be released in 10 years, not 8.
Yeah, because she married Ryan.
Yeah, and also he's a school teacher, so everything just looks good.
And a school teacher that works with special needs individuals.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
So her people probably told her, "Hey, look, this guy looks good. To make yourself look good, make yourself look rehabilitated," and shit, she went with it.
I don't think anyone told her. I think she knew. Because something tells me she knew that Nick was, maybe she didn't recognize what his condition was, but knew he was a little different.
No, yeah, for sure. She noticed. She's smart. She knows.
Because if she was really that ill as she played it out to be, there was no way she could have formulated this plan for 2 years.
No, she was never ill. She was never sick. Her mom, I do believe her mom was sick in a way, and she did catch on later on growing up. She was like, wait, something's not right. But if you're smart enough to plan this whole murder, I think you're smart enough to call your dad, call somebody. Like,
I played a clip earlier. And the bomb, I think, heard it too, where Gypsy did say in the testimony in Dee Dee's trial, she knew it was a fraud. She knew it was a scam. Because they knew it got her the money, the Disney trips, the home, etc.
They were a team.
At some point, they were a team. But I feel like her mom was still on that. She didn't want to do it no more. But the best way out, could have been just calling your dad or calling for help, not calling somebody to come and murder your mom.
That's true, Coco. That's true. Dee Dee was not the perfect mom, but she wasn't. That's true, Coco. That's true. Dee Dee was not the perfect mom, but she wasn't a villain.
Didn't someone say how towards the end that Dee Dee was getting like very
for the murder, she was.
But do you think that Gypsy was kind of freaking out, thinking that she was gonna lose all the like benefits and everything, and she wanted to pretty much take Dee Dee's place?
Probably. And Brandy said here, she's maniacal. She calculated, she formed the plot, and she patiently groomed him. And I don't doubt that one for a second. I agree. And I don't doubt that one for a second. I agree. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's right. Brandy said, I believe Dee Dee was already gone when he got there. She just made him believe he did it.
That's what I said. I believe that.
Yeah.
Or maybe she just manipulated him into taking the full blame.
That was the whole point. Why do you think she groomed him for 2 years? So he can be where Nick technically said, I worship the ground she walks on. I worship Gypsy.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he wasn't capable of doing it at the moment, and she did it for him. It was like, take the blame.
I gotta find it, but I did see somewhere when Nick, in my words, basically said, let's just go. Let's just go. You know?
But like
It just makes
what could have saved her was like all the lies that she says. Like first she says she's never had a birthday cake. Now you see her picture with birthday cake. First you're
right.
saying this and you're saying that. First you're saying, oh, I never went to school. Oh, I only went to kindergarten. Oh, I only made it
Yeah.
past second grade. So
And then
what's true?
so I'm gonna put that clip in one of as a post. But I did like 3 chapters of her book, My Time to Stand, and I remember the exact moment in the first chapter where it was said, first paragraph, first chapter, first page, and I quote, "When I was 24 years old, I took a life from her."
All she
So what
had to
does
do
that
was
tell
be
you?
real. All she had to do was be real.
But you see, there she told herself. She said she did it without saying it. She put it in her book. But now, when you look at one of the episodes right after lockup, I think that was the end of the episode last week, where she said something along the lines of, "What are you gonna tell your daughter when you tell her what you did?" There it goes again. She just said it.
You got some good shit in there.
That she just said it again. I'm the one that murdered mommy. You see what I'm saying? She just the second time she told on herself. But people don't catch that.
Yeah.
I think she's weirdly proud that she did what she did with that.
And then what's even funnier, I've seen clips of the recent episode. I think the one that aired this week. I think last night. I didn't get to see it yet. Is that Lifetime is showing a lot more. And it's pretty much calling out Gypsy even more. It started out when Ryan was showing the pictures she sent him in last week's episode. And now they're talking about the paternity test to see if Ryan's is really the father or not. And there was a clip where Ryan's lawyers squashed all of Gypsy's lies.
I feel like he's doing that because she probably paid to get a fake paternity test.
But you got to remember, these shows are recorded months in advance. This thing with Ryan, that happened way after the recording.
That
So
was
I think,
so crazy if it not crazy, but it's funny.
but then
If it's
what's
Ryan's
weird?
baby.
But what's weird is everything is aligning
You're seeing the
because
colors.
even though that's recorded, it's aligning of what she's doing now, which is funny.
Hey,
Which is funny. Oh man.
I'm excited for this episode.
Yeah. Didn't it come out last night? 'Cause that's where I saw the clip, and the content creator said this was from last night's episode.
I have to see it after.
Yeah.
Let's see after.
Juice. Okay, I'm starting to see the chat now. I'm on the shade. So, someone named Abajo 2022. Do you think she will do the same thing to her daughter that Didi did to her? Possibly. But I heard that
Or the daughter will do it.
But I heard that a narcissistic parent, since they have no sympathy or love to start with, because look what's going on between Ryan and Gypsy and this whole thing, the child's gonna feel like their love has to be deserved, that the mother's love has to be earned.
I mean, she
That
got
the
to learn
mother's
it somewhere. TikTok,
no, but
XOXO.
that the
It needs
mother's
to
love,
be
that the
in someone
mother's
else's.
love will be conditional to the child. Yeah.
The kid needs to go before she, like, while she's still young. She needs to get out of there and not go with any sort of family. A different
But that's the
life.
thing. With a narcissist, if they're not getting attention of any kind, that breaks them down. Why do you think after Ryan let that, what I call, let that Amber J text marinate, she went on a frenzy. When she realized she wasn't getting any bites from Ryan, she sings Frozen with the Roar. She shows the stroller. She shows herself singing Reflection from Mulan. Because when you don't give a narcissist the attention they are looking for, they don't know what to do. They'll try to find other forms to get attention.
He was so weird because at the festival, the video she made saying, "Well, I could be dirtier" or something like that. She had like an accent,
Right.
like Amber J. She had the same accent Amber J has
Oh,
in her videos.
was that the one where she had the glasses?
Yes, trying to be like Amber J.
Yes,
speaking like Amber
spiraling
J.
out of control. You
That
punch
was so
back, I
cringy.
punch 10 back harder.
Yes, that one.
Go see a therapist.
Like, take your own advice.
Who was she talking to Ryan?
Yeah.
Well, I think she saw the reflection in her eyes, her own reflection in those glasses on the camera, and she was talking to herself when she said that. But she didn't want nobody to know, so she put it in Ryan's place. Oh man, I just can't wait to put that back and forth with Nikki. That was priceless.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why she had that accent out of nowhere. And I saw Amber J's videos, and I'm like, oh, okay, makes sense now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Ken's family, like, are they good people? Because people are saying.
You're making all that noise and drawing attention.
We have to do it online.
Oh.
But I gotta find the right time to end it. Yeah. So yeah, Gypsy is just one lie after another. Like she's never keeps her life consistent. If her mother taught her to be a good liar, she will not have all these inconsistencies. That's my opinion.
Do you think Dee Dee's proud of Gypsy or would be disappointed in Gypsy?
Probably if she's using her mother to use for fame and stuff. You know?
She's so twisted, and I don't get how there's so many people that are just like crazy about her. Like they support Gypsy.
And actually saved someone though. A younger girl, I guess under the age of 18, wanted to support Gypsy. A follower of mine showed her my videos, and the mother's like, So my page actually helped someone. You know? My page actually helped someone to not get gypsonized, hypnotized by Gypsy. So yeah.
Yeah, I need
Coco
to check
said
out
here,
all your
I think Dee Dee will be ashamed that Gypsy. Oh yeah, you should. A lot of them are technically talking to Gyp shit haters because you know Gypsy didn't make nothing for me to make content out of yet. So I'm using her minions comments. Yeah. And then, so wait, she's good at telling lies, but yet thinks differently than what she says. Which is it. Exactly. And then, yeah.
I gotta hop off.
All right. I gotta hop off as well. So I might be on tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow you.
All right, so I'll see you guys
Me
later.
on here on TikTok. How do I do that?
Soul Dancer, I will do that, no problem. Hold on, let's see if I can do that.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna end the live, so you're gonna be taking
all
off.
right.
All right, bye.
I'm just gonna follow you guys
bye.
real quick.
Yeah.
Bye. There you go. Good chatting. I will see you guys on the next one.
All right, see ya.
See ya.